since the 2-minute mark of this, or in fact, since the 5-minute mark of this last quarter. Other than that, they didn't lead all day. Gilmore, not a lot of
poor awareness.
He was there.
It's a great chase from Judd.
Betts to Houlihan. There is Favola. Oh boy, he took his eyes off that momentarily and nearly dropped it. Now Favola kicks this. I reckon she's just about over.
Terrence given a bit of a spray to Daniel Gilmore over the top.
Juddy's chase. Just got him off ball, and that's off balance, and that's why this ball's turned around.
You've got to look at the ball, Brendan, there.
Not a lot of interest in the handball option.
Well, he's the main man, Jared, when it comes to goals.
He's got to kick, according to you, he's got to kick 75 or plus to get the Coleman medal, Brian.
Well, if he kicks this, he wins the game for him, Jared. That's more important than any medal.
Getting close to the man.
Yeah, 51 out. Off to the right. Sandlin's in the air, probably should have marked, but there were lots of Dockers front and centre. Here's Hill, must find a man. He does. Headland, who snuck off the bench. Use of the ball, really important. Ballantyne, the small porpoise. Paul Pleasure, look-alike, but smaller. Here's De Boer. Handball peak. Mundy can take Carrazzo on. Runs into an open goal. Fremantle back in the hunt. Down by just 3.
Well, it was good transfer of play. We criticised Aaron Sandilands, but he probably realised there was players in his vision. Big sprawl from the Favola kick, and then they were able to run it from the length of the ground. It was good decision-making. I was a bit critical of that one. It was a 50-50, but they won it. It's the first 50-50 they won in this quarter, and got the ball out. Well done, Peake. But they had weighted numbers to each of the contexts. And in the end, good goal, good finish.
It's just going to be a gutbuster, all about run, how much petrol there is left in the tank.
Hill's in the middle.
The kid Hill is the real danger for Carlton right now, because when he gets it, things happen.
Gee, Jared, you're working your magic today, because he just got it out. Stay strapped in your seats, because here come the Dockers. Ballantyne, little ball. Headland on the lead, needs to be strong. Off hands, Peake. Got rid of the tackler. Left foot on the boundary. He's corralled beautifully by Thornton. And the kick back in goes to Headland. He marks well.
Can kick it from there. It'll be his best, but he certainly can kick it.
At the moment he's looking to pass. He does. He gives it off to a man that won't get it done, I don't think, in the journey, and that is Peake offline. And a minor score in the end. So Fremantle within.
To back himself. Good thought process and wanting to play.
2 points.
That was a free kick that probably the umpire swallowed his whistle on that occasion. But no difference to the other end that Carlton got in the third quarter.
Good looking kick into Bentley, gave him a chance. Can he beat the Grover tackle? No, here's the man you spoke of, Jared.
Well, it's Russian roulette at the moment, because Gibbs, I think, is his direct opponent. He's going forward himself, but he's paying no attention to the young man Hill, and he is such a creator.
Not a great kick by De Boer, although it was in front. It was slightly off the instep. Duffield got stripped of the ball. Thornton picks it up. Here they go on the rebound. Garland will get hold of this. He can run. Broughton's starting to close him down and corral him to the boundary line. Little Jeffy Garland with one over the top to Murphy to seal the game for the Blues. Murphy, 35, 30, 25, closing. Betts over the top. Cruiser for a goal. Got it. Carlton back out to an 8-point lead.
Oh, it's a good game of footy, but De Boer just had to make the better decision. He went over to Thornton and Duffield just didn't have the time and space here. Tried to break the Judd tackle, but that's the difference with a bigger body. The captain stood up, one with a chase before in the early part of this quarter, and that's where the goal came from. That tackle from Chris Judd turned the ball over. Well done by Garland. He could have probably gone for the long kick, but he looked, he opened his vision, found Murphy, and in the end, good goal by Cruiser.
Well, I reckon he's proven so many times before, BT, that it's a standard move for the Blues. I thought it could have come earlier, but really that one was all about the Judd tackle. The captain has had a blinding last quarter.
He has. Let's see what Fremantle have got left in the tank, because they have just 4 minutes and 12 seconds to close down the 8-point margin.
Smart play by Murphy as well. Rather than taking the glory shot, he made certain of it.
What are you thinking right at the moment, Glenn Jakovic?
Oh, Carlton are all over it. They'll finish it off.
Fisher. Forward to the centre. Carrazzo runs hard for him.
They've just made better decisions under pressure.
Still 4 minutes.
Favola. Handball wide. A really wideish handball opportunity here. for the Blues from the boundary line. Kick inboard has missed by Carrazzo, who's kicked 2 in the last already. And
it's just the mindset, Jared, for Fremantle, where they've been in this situation. They've been leading at three-quarter time. Talked about last year. Okay, last year was last year, but at three-quarter time, they had a 3-goal advantage.
Yeah.
And Carlton mopped that up in the first 4 or 5 minutes at the start of this last quarter. Really unsettled their mindset.
Different group, this one, though, isn't it?
Here they go again. They reload. Some brilliant work from McFarlane. Peake able to run. Kick is really important. He's let him down. Thornton.
Carlton are just making better decisions under pressure in this last quarter when the game's in their balance to win. 4 to the 50. When they penetrate the inside 50, they're making better decisions.
Have the confidence to carry it, Peake. You're fleet-footed. No one in front of you. They're all running away from you. Keep running with the ball.
It all
5
comes back
tackles
to
in the last quarter, the Blues captain.
Yeah, been superb. Chris Judd. There's Gibbs, likewise. And now Simpson. And they've started to go in a bit of clock time here, Carlton. Now, Fremantle need to quickly react, Jared. There's still just under 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, we've got to get the ball back. We've got a man up, as you know, BT.
They're deliberately trying to run it off the clock now, and Fremantle must man up immediately if they're going to be in the hunt here.
Possession's name of the game for the Blues.
Judd forced to go to the contest. Good mark, Fisher. Strong overhead.
Oh, gee.
All they need to do is possess it, and Fisher's wanted to go on with it. I don't know why.
It's just a handball straight back, and that's a throw.
It is, but in the meantime, the little kick forward finds O'Helpin. And a very nice kick in the end.
Well, it comes back to execution, and Carlton inside their forward 50, instead of bombing it like Fremantle have on occasions, that little kick there, I mean, it was a good tackle. So watch this kick. If we get
No free kick for that.
a little chip to a player leading front under pressure, it looks easy, but that is a hard kick late in the game, and to execute it the way he did was first class.
A 21-8 tackle count in this quarter favouring the Blues. O'Helpin to ice the game with his 4th kick from directly in front, 30 out. And it is there. O'Helpin kicks 4, and I think the Blues home, and Brendan does too.
Yes, it is a familiar picture for Mark Harvey. Unfortunately, he's seen his side throw away what was a commanding position, but if you don't run hard enough on this Subiaco ground for 4 quarters, you end up eating humble pie each and every week. It's a poisonous pie, it is, but it's all based on how hard you're prepared to work, and in reality, the Blues have just dominated this second half. They just couldn't find the goals in the 3rd quarter.
Mindset.
The Blues are home at Subi. They lead it by 15 with a minute and a half, and they are going to move up into 7th position on the ladder. And after getting a belting from the Bombers last week, they were very down-spirited, but they're back in business again now, the Blues. And they played particularly well in this second half. They play the Tigers next week and Sydney the week after, so a chance to put a couple together. Here's Favola. His body language has been great today, as well as his play. Kick was good, wasn't it?
It was probably about the 5th option, but got away with it because Gibbs' mark was so good.
Here's Johnson. Hoists a high, long ball. Johnson's got it. Carlton celebrate.
Yeah, well, Jackie, you said it was a good game. This has been a great game of footy. I know Fremantle, unfortunately for their supporters, won't win. But it has been a magnificently hard-fought win by the Blues, who took a major gamble at selection, dropped half a dozen players, including some big names. Nick Stevens, clearly one of the biggest names.
Yep, Heath Scotland.
Scotland.
It's a special win for them because they were slow off the blocks, and you don't do that to a home side here.
Well, Fremantle have been simply bombarded in this last quarter. 7-goal to 1 effort by the Blues. Outstanding from their leaders and their young guns, their #1 picks, and Judd and Murphy and Gibbs have just been outstanding.
Well, the suggestion was out of the Blues camp that they were on. You couldn't have sold them in the first quarter when they had 5 goals kicked against them.
It's their first win in 3 weeks for Carlton. Fremantle are going to be stuck on their 3 wins.